Shouts out to Chocolate City Lounge. Shouts out to Tappan Nash, Quincy Cigar Lounge, and Brad out at Smoke. You know what I mean? But man, this is how, stuff goes.
That's how I go.
You know? But it's okay. At the end of the day, it's all love.
It's all
It's love, peace, and hair grease.
always,
Always.
always.
Nothing but.
So what the city carried on for like what we just got out of.
Hey, man. I can't even, I don't know.
Yeah, so
it's
we
rare.
got-
It's rare. I'm
it's-
speechless.
yeah.
But
We did. We actually we had two guests on, and y'all tell us what y'all think about how y'all feel. You know, the outcome of how it came. We sitting out tonight, lovely night on a Saturday night.
beautiful night.
You know, here in Las Vegas, and we just wanted to come to y'all and just let y'all know who we are, what we do. You know, most people call me. I got several different names, but you could just call me Michael. And this show has been going on in Vegas. It's been going on for a minute now. For the followers that's been following, thanks for following. Also share this, hit like and subscribe, and we're gonna get into something in a few minutes. Ain't that right?
I wish, man, that we could have had a king back, but he had something to do today. Shouts out to Take Five.
Shouts out to Take Five.
Um,
Shouts out
again,
to Eddie Hartwell.
right, he couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it. We do got a nice little.
Hey, but
We do got.
if y'all didn't see it the other day, it's official. Allegiant Stadium football. Dog, this was,
And don't forget he played for the Razors too, right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
And then, but this was the one now. This was the one. This was the one right here.
That's the one.
This the one right here, man.
That's the one.
Hey, this the one
Is
put him.
is that Super Bowl?
You know, they won Super Bowl right before he got there.
Before he got there.
Right, when he got there, that's when he got his shot.
When Ray Lewis got
Got
hurt,
injured,
he
yeah.
got injured, and he was out for the whole season. He broke all the records, the tackling records on defense that Ray Lewis had.
He broke some, not all, but he broke a lot, man.
broke a
But
lot.
shouts out to Bristol, and
So,
it was
man,
just like
let's-
tonight, man.
So let's talk about what it's like to be in Chocolate City. Like, what's that vibe like?
Man, Chocolate City is so cool. I love both of the spots. I got different vibes. Cause the
Melvin, we gonna get.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
both.
but
But let's what's the vibe like at Chocolate
well,
City?
Chocolate City. They had a car show Saturdays. You know what I mean? They also have Dr. E. Lance McCarthy who comes through with the Black Agenda. Him, Dino, Johnny, Dr. Lance, Errol, Dino. Shouts out to all them and the staff. And the music is a little different there compared to Tap. So it's
So
just,
what is like at Tap? What's that vibe like?
man, this is
Well,
what's a trip.
let me say. So what I've experienced at Tap is there was like a young lady, Carolyn Scott. She was singing. The guy was playing the piano. You had the guys out smoking the cigars. The women smoking the cigars. I was out back on the backside playing chess, with the chess pieces with another individual. It was real cool, man. That was I don't really smoke cigars. I may smoke a pipe every now and then. The Popeye corn pipe.
I got you. Shouts out to Mel for that.
Yeah, get my spinach, But
Yeah.
but that Tappan Ash, was
Dude,
pretty
it
cool.
had a vibe in it before it even opened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's because of they put their heart and soul into that, man. Michelle and Mel, awesome together. I mean, she picked every fabric, every stitch that you see in there. It's her concept.
So
her and Mel's
what's
together.
what's different from, like, let's just say Mariposa, What's the one
Shout
downtown on Bonneville, off of Bonneville?
downtown.
Classic Jewel.
You know, I have a Classic Jewel is definitely a much. Well, the last time I went, and R.I.P. to Steve McCall. Man, I think that was the last
Yeah,
time
Steve McCall, R.I.P. my
me,
man.
Bo, and Steve. That was the last time I was at Classic Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I say, they just got their own different things going on. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the difference between the clubs back, like the Troubadour, the Fantasia,
Oh
the
no! See,
Mr.
those
G's,
those
Uptown?
were clubs.
So what's the
Club
difference
clubs.
today's clubs
Oh man,
compared
let me
to?
tell you something. Today's clubs?
Yeah.
No. Hey man, at 57?
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Hey man, we kicked it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But this club and now is on a whole different level, man. The drugs in the clubs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then just man, the balling now compared to then.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, a regular bottle of Ciroc. That's I ain't gonna even say Ciroc because I don't want to bring him into that.
Okay.
Just say a regular bottle of Crown.
Right.
You know, probably what $1,200 in a club for
And
a
it costs
$40,
what at
$30-$40
the
bottle.
liquor
Yeah,
store under
right.
Decatur.
But you know, that's the thing about Vegas, and it's crazy. I love it though. They come here to do that.
Absolutely. Vegas is a city that's open 24 hours. I mean, everything's open. It's popping. Some people just they get into so much stuff they don't even know what to do. They just keep moving around and, you know, ain't no sleeping. I mean, you sleep in the morning time, probably at 10 or 11 o'clock. You never like, you know, you probably don't even get out till 1 o'clock.
Man, Vegas. You know, people. I try to tell them. There's a certain way you got to move in Vegas because
way you
when
gotta move.
you know, just because it's there, and people think they can handle it just because it's there.
Yeah.
But then when you get into it, they come out here, they're not drinking no water. You know, then when it's hot, they don't understand that, you know, they being dehydrated and, you know, they falling out and all
You know,
this other stuff.
there's a saying about people coming to Las Vegas on vacation and leave on probation. That's the saying, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, it ain't no joke.
They come to Las Vegas and they leave on probation. And, you know, I think people take Las Vegas for a joke. They think they can just come in and it's easy and they don't even know how tight this town is. Like you said, you got to know how to move because this town is real tight. And if you think you're just going to come out here and have open range to just do what you want to do, all them stories you heard ain't none of that true. You know, it may have been true for a minute while they talked about it, but then in the end, you know, it doesn't happen. Man, it feel real good out here tonight, man. We got
Hey,
the
man, it's
fire
a beautiful
burning
night, man.
and, you know, it's you know, stars up there, you know, but Las Vegas is one of those spots that you could get rich overnight
You can.
in the growth of everything that has took over now. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy?
Everything's took over. That even got robots in the United States that they're selling. You know, the Tesla robots and also
Oh, the
Japan.
drones is out now, man. They finna start having the drone
So you know what?
answering police calls.
Absolutely.
I seen that. I was like, wow.
So what that's gonna be like,
You know what? It was a trip. 4th of July, right?
right?
I was sitting out here, lights off, chilling, just watching the fireworks show, right? They had drones out.
Right.
So every time, you know, you saw a big boom, because you know they're not supposed to have them fireworks like that, man, that drone would take off where that boom came from. And you know the cameras on them things is crazy. So y'all be careful out there. You know,
Make sure
the
behind
drones
the
ain't
camera,
no
man.
joke.
Make sure the guy behind the thing. Make sure you see the minutes. What we had on the minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the world is just evolving, man.
But what you know what's crazy that I did see is the robots, and the robots are going to take a lot of people's jobs.
That part.
But one of the things that I always talk about, well, not always, but what I was saying when I first heard about the robots is that information that the robot is getting from around you. You didn't pay $30,000 for it, $20,000, $16,000, whatever you didn't pay, but that information that he's getting around you has got to go somewhere. That information, somebody else is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be getting that information.
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like nothing is private at all. You know,
No.
they did it with the phones, they did it with the TVs, but with these robots, it's gonna be because they didn't get a chance to get what they want.
Hey,
So I mean, are they selling our DNA? Are they selling our thought process? Are they selling our identity? Um,
that's way above my scope, Mike. You know what I mean? Hey,
man,
I'm gonna trust God and keep it pushing.
well, you
Unless
know,
the
we
robot
can,
want to sit back here and chill with me,
well,
because this is my little piece of
maybe,
paradise.
maybe not just you, but I mean in the world.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's happening.
yeah. I
They
seen
done
one.
already showed us in the movies.
They didn't show us in the movie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about Star Trek.
You think about the
Remember
Terminator.
when we was watching Star Trek and they was doing like 2023 and now it's 2024?
Absolutely.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And even in the Terminator,
right.
they talked about 2024 that's when the robots gonna be coming, the cyborgs and things like that. And they actually really making them now.
They making them. Yes, sir. Yeah, that,
You know anybody in Vegas got one?
no. No. I know Aliante got one when I went to eat.
Is that right?
They got the little robot that bring the food to your
Is that
table.
right?
I was like, what? Yeah. So there went a waitress's job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a trip, but it's here. You know, it is here, and it's okay though. You know, the world's gonna evolve. Either I'm gonna evolve with it, or
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Vic, and I want to give a shout out to my homeboy D Good and my man Milk, my homegirl Michi, and Carmen. I want to give a shout out to everybody that participated in things like that, and also,
Stay's supposed to be coming back because she has her products with her today.
is that right?
Yeah, yeah. She has her products with her today, so we make sure we can let the world see Libra lashes. Man, I'm
See
so
Libra
proud
lashes.
of her, man. You know, because you heard the story,
Oh man,
and you know, amazing story. And you know, when you go through so much, and then come out on the other end, you know, and I mean, I feel the same way. You know, with the gambling.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, whenever you
17
come out of
years,
something and you
17
go
years
through,
clean now, dude.
Yeah.
Food in
Whene-
Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you go through something major, life-threatening, and you come out of it, you know somebody's hands is on you, you know, and it makes you feel different as a human being. You know what I mean?
Hopefully it
Yeah,
does.
it makes you feel a lot different.
Hopefully
I
it
hope Stacey
does.
get back soon.
She hit me up. She said if we was still here. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, if they missed, I gotta give a shout out to my nephew, Mr. Stan Road, aka Hollywood Road. Hey man,
Who wrote this?
keep your mind on $1 million. My nephew Stan Roden.
Stan Roden, the
Yeah.
guy that used to be my nose guard.
Hey,
Stanley was my nose guard, man.
is that right?
Oh man, he was tough
Hey,
for the Badgers.
okay.
Yeah.
That's his book right there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Y'all go
Proud
pick up
of him.
Stan book.
you know, proud of him.
I'm proud of him.
Yes, indeed. I'm proud of all my nephews, though, but you know,
That's your
I like to
sister's
give.
kid? Your sister's kid?
Hmm?
That's your sister's kid?
No, you know, I'm like, you know, Uncle Snoop.
okay,
I'm just
okay.
Uncle Jeff. You know, I love to embrace the youngsters. You know, sit down, and chat with them, and give them some of my life experiences, and hopefully, you know, they can learn from my mistakes
Right.
and may not have to go through them. But I'm finding that it don't happen like that, because if they don't make their mistakes, they don't grow.
Absolutely.
You know,
You gotta.
that
you
is
gotta
where
craft.
that is where the growth comes from.
Yeah.
You know, what they say, no test, no testimony.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I have definitely, that might be Stace right there.
Sound like it.
So yeah, shouts out to all the nephews.
You
And nieces.
She gonna be? Is the door unlocked?
I don't know. Let me go check.
You gonna go check?
Yeah.
You got a commercial for us? D good.
See if this is.
Word from the sponsors.
What? Hey, I think Stacy here. All right, yeah. So we thought she was gonna make it back in time, but we're gonna have to wrap this up. But this is Stacy when you see her
But
face.
Stacy's an amazing woman, and also she is like one of the first, not the first, but one of the first to dance in Japan at a really young age.
18,
18
man.
years old, dancing in Japan for major show.
And
I
I
mean,
stand corrected because when we were talking about when we together, it was in the 80s. It wasn't 90 when I thought.
see,
I was like, last night I was like, ooh, she was right. So my
and
bad on that one.
yeah, she came from a good stock.
Man, yes
And I
indeed.
heard you talking about it, and I seen the passion of how you was talking about, who her father was and the props you gave him, and I seen that. So that showed she came from a good stock, and she was really, come from a powerful man.
Man, I'm amazed at people who are that focused at
You gave
18.
me some dates on he said something, and then
Oh,
it,
I gave you some dates.
yeah,
So we were dating in like 80. I think she said 89. She probably right. She was right. I was wrong.
okay,
And her father had to go to a cancer appointment at the Cancer Institute, and she was dancing. She was on tour. Everybody else was busy. We had been dating like 2 or 3 months, and he was like, "Well, why don't you just stay over here and then take me, to my appointment?" So I did, and he just passed last year.
right, ain't that something?
That was over. That's over 30 something years. And they was talking about, he was
35
this,
years.
that, and that. But you know what? It ain't over till God says it's over. As we just heard the testimony
That's right.
over there, but hey, this thing called life is something else. But each one reach one, each one
Each
teach
one
one.
reach one, each one teach one.
Because I
Coming
am.
up is a must.
Hey, that is a must.
Coming up is a must.
Hey man, look at here. Ain't no quitting. They can
Ain't no
quit if they
quitting.
want to. I'm not gonna
And
quit.
that's why some people, like we talked about this earlier, about the depression and things like that, by not getting to where you want to be at, not knowing that other people are not looking at you like that. It's just in our heads that that's what we feeling. We haven't reached where we wanted to reach, so constantly moving and constantly taking one step, constantly moving up the ladder, just raising
Mike,
the bar.
I'm retired. I drive the Batmobile.
The Batmobile.
The Batmobile. Shout out to CA Corvette drivers. Hey, it's 7 and 5 in there. 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
7 and 5.
I'm driving my car crying. And I'm talking to myself like, you are not a failure. You are doing good. This is not real. But man, let me tell you something. That depression shit is real.
It is. It is definitely.
And I know people, they don't want to take the medication or this, that, and the other, but I'm like, hey, that's your choice.
I
But
haven't been to that point yet, but I do understand, like, some of the times, there's certain things that you feel like I'm here when actually I want to be there.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, this is not the end for me.
No, it's not the end.
You know, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I'm content and all of that. But God got a lot more in store. But it's when I could not accept happiness. I could not accept love. I couldn't be peace. I couldn't be at peace with myself. See, today, I could be at peace with myself.
So now that you healed and you can share your story and,
Yes, and not
and
ashamed of it.
heal and help somebody else.
That's my intent,
Absolutely.
But everybody don't,
Absolutely.
everybody don't want it. But if they do, I'm just letting you know it's help available.
There's help available.
Yeah, there's help
So anybody
available.
that's going through that or having that kind of problem that may be scared or feel ashamed,
Don't
don't
be.
get checked out. And that goes for a lot of brothers, because I know a lot of dudes.
That was a taboo.
There's a lot of
back in the
dudes
day.
that have a different gripe about themselves because they unhappy with something, and they may not even know what it is. But it's best to constantly keep checking yourself, because you got to walk this life. You got to be the one that's gonna do it. You got to be the one that's got to stand up on it. It ain't gonna be nobody else. when somebody give you some advice, you got to know how to take that advice, because if you're not taking that advice, what's going to wind up happening is you're going to do what's not right, and then you're going to have consequences behind it. And the consequences, they're going to come small, medium, and then they're going to come large. They say
Nah.
when it rains, it pours, it's going to be coming down on you. So these things are real. You have to really understand that the science of life, I mean, just this whole energy thing, it could take you through a whole nother loop. You just
Yes,
have to
sir.
be careful with who you live with, how you living with it, and what you producing. Because when you're producing, this certain kind of energy, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go right back into that same thing. You're going to have that small little, then the medium, and then the large. So,
Man,
you just
yes,
have to be
indeed.
careful.
So mental health is real, y'all. Mental health is real, but so is recovery.
So is recovery.
You know what I'm saying? I had to drive out to Mesquite today, for some GA stuff.
Right.
Shouts out to Gamblers Anonymous, saved my life. Hey, I'm going to Philly for my first Board of Trustees meeting, man. So looking forward to that experience and bring something back to Las Vegas that we can, share with the people who need help. And yeah.
So make sure y'all reach out, tap in, click subscribe, hit like and share, and catch us on the next show. Me and my man Black Ass in the building.
For Shizzle, my
Hey, listen, this is just the beginning. When this really get going and we really start putting it out, this is the beginning.
Right, 'cause
We
this
are
been
going
spur of the
to-
moment.
This has been spur. We gonna really give y'all a hell of a show, great show. I'm glad for the people that's tuning in now and that's checking us out. Make sure that y'all share this. Make sure y'all share it with y'all friends.
and
all
give
right?
us comments. We
Yeah,
want,
give us
want some
comments.
feedback.
Give us some
you know?
feedback. See what's going on.
Yeah, see what's happening.
Take us out, D. Good.
You're done.
Cool.
Good job.
What you think?